Hey YouTube, and welcome to another Gimp for Beginners tutorial. And in this tutorial, we will be making another glossy button. But this one is not circular at all, so I'm going to open up Gimp and come back when I've done that. Also, my Mac is getting fixed, and it should be finished by I should be doing tutorials on my Mac by summer, and this will allow me to do more HD tutorials, because you probably noticed the quality isn't best, but I haven't really found a recorder for PC that's HD that doesn't cost like $500. It sounded like I said dollars. I said dollars. Maybe it didn't. I think it did. I don't know. And this is what our finished product will look like. So, let's get started with the tutorial. Make a new image, 640 by 400. And then a white background is fine for now. We're going to take our rectangle select tool and click on rounded corners and turn the radius up to about 40. And then make a rectangle about like that. And then on a new layer, we're going to take our gradient tool with a bright red to a darker red and set the shape on radial and then stroke from the center of your button out. Okay. And now we will add the gloss to our button. So take your circle select tool, and we're going to use the highlight technique we used on the Web 2.0 text, and set it on intersect with the current selection, and then make a selection about like that. And then make a new layer and make your gradient FG to transparent with white as your FG, and then set the shape back on linear, and then hit select, shrink, and shrink it by 1 pixel, and then stroke down, select none. That actually looks a little crooked, so there we go, that looks better. Okay, so now I can just hit select none. And that looks fine with full opacity for now. If you wanted to tone it down, I guess, to about 90. Okay. Now we are going to alpha to right click on our red button, click alpha to selection, and make a new layer underneath the red layer. No, I'm sorry, on top of the, on top of the red layer, and make your FG black with FG to transparent, and just stroke up about like, I don't want it to be quite as black, so I'm going to start right here and stroke up to about that. And it takes a little bit to get it right. Okay, that should be fine. So, oops. Okay, so now we can move on to our text. So make a new layer on top of this black, but underneath the white, and then just sans bold black text, and to type in Gimp. If we size it up, make our text fairly large, go layer, auto crop layer, and then take our alignment tool and click on it and go center, center. Oh no, it's messed up. Okay, just move it right there so that the top of it is closed. Okay, now if you wanted to make the background, just go into your background layer and take a very dark gray to a black, FG to BG linear, and just stroke down. Okay. Now if you wanted the fractals, you need to get the link to those from my fractal background tutorial, which is not that many behind this. Go File, Open as Layers, My Documents, Fractals. That's where I saved mine. That's probably not where you saved yours. And open at fractal number 20. If you want this background, you could just leave your button like that. Now that looks absolutely awful. I'm going to scale it to 640 by 400 with your scale tool. 640 by 400. Okay, now just take it and move it so it's good, and I think that's what it had. Okay, now we're going to go colors, desaturate, then go colors, color balance, turn up red all the way on midtones, shadows turn up red all the way, and highlights turn up red all the way. Now, what I did was I duplicated this layer, set it on screen mode, then I could probably set both of these on screen, so screen. Actually, no, that looks fine like that. Okay, and we're just going to rotate this layer to, I guess, about like that looks fine, and just move that right there. Take a large fuzzy eraser brush and just erase all the hard edges. And I'm going to compare that to our first product, but that is your finished product. I'm going to compare it to the one I did earlier. Okay, so that's the one I made earlier. Obviously, I made the button a lot larger. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't do that this time. But I made the button larger and the text larger. You can see that, but as you can see, the fractals are pretty much the same. Okay, so that is how you make your very own glossy button in Gimp for this type of glossy button. This has been another Gimp for Beginners tutorial, and thank you for watching.